This is Kabir Alika from Soul Police, and you're listening to Doggie Time on DentonRadio.com.
Can you dig it?
Woo!
Got a woo there. And I do that to everybody. Can you dig it? I can dig it.
Okay.
So try it again. Do another one. Do another one. That was good.
This is Kabir Alika from Soul Police, and you're listening to Doggie Time on DentonRadio.com. Now, can you dig it?
No, I say
Oh,
that
you
part.
say that. I stole
That's
your
fine.
line.
Yeah, you did.
And then I say, I can dig it.
You waltzed right into my studio and you stole my line. Here, let me give you my wallet.
Outtake.
Okay.
Okay. I think I got it now.
All right. We're going to back up here in our circles, Action.
This is Kabir Alika from Soul Police, and you're listening to Doggie Time on DentonRadio.com.
Can you dig it?
Oh, I can dig it.
I knew that you could.
The march of time. Backstage, attired in grease paint, feathers, and 3 beads for the role of White Cargo's sultry Tondaleo, actress Annette Margulies stands in the wings.
We're not talking about pranks and letting off steam. We're talking about criminal acts of violence. I say if these kids want to go around beating up people and wrecking things to prove how tough they are, then it's time we prove to them just how tough we are.
Mayor Honeywell, could we say something?
Do you have some facts to give us that we don't already have?
I don't know whether you'd call them facts or not, but, well, everybody keeps talking about teenagers as if we were a bunch of freaks or something.
What would you do if you were Jamie? What can we do about juvenile delinquency? What would you say?
It's doggy time.
You get that kind of grungy, but also it's kind of a psychedelic thing too. But it's
Kind of a psychedelic Roy Orbison grunge.
What it is it's a Denton musician not being afraid to step out of the box a little bit.
Thank you very much.
I don't know if you're wearing skinny jeans right now, but that's a good tune, man.
Stay away from the skinny jeans. Step back from the skinny jeans.
Don't do it, man. You're
Don't
good
do
enough.
it. Get you some leather. Grow your hair like Jim Morrison.
Do it.
That's right. Paws up, cats and kittens. You are listening to Doggy Time on DentonRadio.com. I am your host and humble narrator, Bone Doggie, here to remind you that silence is golden. Not bad. I got a studio full of people sitting here looking at me like, what next, dude? And we are sitting in the studio, my cats and kittens, with the lovely and talented Dave Randolph. And the equally lovely and talented and slightly suspicious Polly Maynard.
And the equally lovely and talented Bone Doggie.
That's right.
Yep.
That's right. How are you guys doing?
Doing great.
We're good.
Thank you so much for coming in tonight. We are actually starting the interview a wee bit early, my cats and kittens, because I don't have a rant this week.
Rant?
I have no rant. I have nothing to gripe about.
I can't dig it.
Really? Okay. I should do a rant about not having a rant. I don't have skinny jeans, and I'm not 18 years old and full of angst, so I have nothing to yak about. So usually I come on and I try to, have profound.
Black Thursday night.
Black Thursday
throws me into blind rage personally.
Yes,
Okay. Randolph has decided to come up with a topic, and it is
my rant topic.
It's a rant topic.
Is we'll just call it Black Friday week because we're not really sure when it starts and when it stops. Black Friday, go.
Black Friday. Never paid attention to it, never will. The idea of going and camping in front of Best Buy at 6 o'clock in the morning boggles my mind.
Amen.
Why? I mean, what is Black Friday? How does that work? Are there deals that are not going to happen any other day besides that day of the week?
Apparently.
It's just such a dark
Yeah,
thing to
people
do.
die on Black Friday.
There's no color. Well, yeah, when you're standing in front of a store at 3 o'clock in the morning, there's not going to be a heck of a lot of color.
It's the one day of the year that you're guaranteed somebody will die at Walmart.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's a big stampede thing.
Yeah.
And you can always watch those on the Drudge Report. That's good for a giggle. But still, I mean, it boggles my mind. If it's there at 7:30 in the morning, it's probably going to be there at 4:30 in the afternoon.
Oh, yeah.
You'd think, unless it's like Tickle Me Elmo or something like that, which I'm not going to buy anyway. No. So what are your thoughts on Black Friday?
I'm an avowed hater of Black Friday. I refuse to shop on Black Friday, and I'll tell you why.
Okay, good.
I'll tell you why.
Save our radio show right now.
Okay, I'm gonna redirect here. I actually recorded a song about 3 years ago called "Walmart Guy." That was about a Walmart employee being trampled. It was written by Allison Comey.
Oh my gosh, Allison Comey.
Allison Comey.
That sounds suspect.
Local artist, K-A-M-I.
Oh,
okay. Local artist and recorded by a band.
No, not Pinko Black.
Recorded by a band called Tolkien the Dog, and it was all about like, you think you need this Wii and this TV. Well, this guy just needed to live, and they like ran the doors down and killed him. And so I'm an avowed, disliker of the whole
Black Friday concept.
I'm not on board.
You're not a fan.
No.
Have you ever done the Black Friday thing? Have you ever been at the store
I don't like to shop.
You don't? Oh, really?
I know.
No,
really.
Not gonna do it.
I'm of the female persuasion, and I really don't like to shop.
Well, I'm not of the female persuasion. I do like to shop in certain places. I like to go to bookstores, and I like to go to
the internet.
Actually, I don't shop on the internet.
Oh.
You know what? Actually, I love to go to liquor stores.
See, that's the greatest shopping ever.
I just like to. Ooh,
the
they're
colors.
So pretty. Look at that pretty bottle.
They're so pretty, and there's such a wide variety. It's just I want to try every one of them,
I know.
and then not remember leaving.
Yeah.
But still, it can be great things. So shopping in a liquor store. It's kind of a drag to window shop in a liquor store. That doesn't work.
Yeah.
Well, if you need windows.
Because then it's just wishful thinking, really. And actually kind of pathetic if you think about it. So, so you really don't do that a whole lot, but still. But, now they have Cyber Monday.
Yep.
Which is actually today,
Yeah.
as we are recording this, my cats and kittens, we are recording this on Cyber Monday night. So those of you who were not idiots and camped out in front of Best Buy Thursday night, Friday morning, you all got on the internet and went out and bought something squirrely, didn't you?
People have forgotten the true meaning of Christmas, but we can give it back to them. We know the true meaning of Christmas.
Plug. The woman is holding a Christmas CD while she's saying that.
If you gotta buy something on Cyber Monday, it really should be this CD right here.
Well, unfortunately, nobody's looking at this, so they can't tell what you're doing. So we have to imagine she is holding up this wonderful CD.
Artwork.
I know the artwork. It just makes you all hot and bothered. It's the 12 Days DAZE of Christmas by Polly and the Pear Tree Partridges.
It was his idea.
It was my idea.
Really?
Yeah.
So Polly and the Pear Tree Partridges. That was Dave Randolph's idea. Mm-hmm. What did you want to call it?
It's all about me. I don't have a title.
I am Polly and I rule.
I love that. I'm Polly and I rule. See, Grandpa's Now a Fungus would be a good one too. You know what? That font looks smaller than I made it, but I'm not going to bitch. I'm just going to look at it over here.
That's it?
That's Dave. It's a lovely CD, and we are actually going to be talking about that here in a few minutes because, right now we're dying a horrible and bloody death as far as that goes.
Well, what can you say about Cyber Monday?
I don't know.
Nothing
It's apparently it's a new thing, and they said that sales were going to be up on the internet this year, which to me is remarkable. Maybe it's because it's a credit card and nobody's got any money anyway. Maybe that's it. But the last place I want to be is at a mall anytime this time of year.
Yep.
I will avoid the mall like the plague. It is full of lepers.
Oh, come on. I saw you standing in line to meet Santa. Come on. I saw you.
I am Santa.
Well, those letters rearranged.
I've got the car, and I live in the back cave, and I'm Santa. So, I'm sorry, Kristen Bale thing. Sorry. Cross-reference Santa, Batman. It doesn't work. I'll try it again.
No, lost me.
I did get my picture taken with Santa when I was about 4. Scared the snot out of me. Who's this creepy old
Very
dude?
traumatic.
Yeah.
It is. It's like clowns.
Big scary dude.
Clowns.
Clowns are creepy.
Yeah.
They are
You don't like clowns?
I think they're a little creepy.
They are. They are. They scare the snot out of it. We had one in Kansas City called Wizzo. And Wizzo the clown was on children's every morning right after Captain Kangaroo.
That name is a bit suspect.
What did Wizzo do?
Yeah.
He was suspect about Wizzo. He was real tall for one thing, real thin. He had a checkered, red and white checkered outfit, a great big fat collar, a beetle haircut, a bad beetle haircut, and a great big giant nose. And that was pretty much Wizzo. And giant feet. That was, there wasn't a whole lot of frills with Wizzo. But what he did do is he scared the snot out of my brother when they met face to face one time in a mall, and Bruce he just lost it completely, which is odd because now Bruce works in theater, and they're all clowns. So, I don't know, some kind of psychological thing there. I'm not sure.
There's a lot of people that are actually terrified of clowns.
Yeah, Stephen King proved it to a lot of people. Yeah. Is that the guy, or is it Stephen Hawking?
Stephen King.
Was it? Can you imagine Stephen Hawking doing a thriller? That's a subject for another time, my cats and kittens. So anyway, all right. Well, like I said, we probably ought to go do an interview, but we need to do a word from our sponsor first. To save ourselves, and quite frankly, I got to go to the can. So all right, right on. See, I like that. All right, my cats and kittens. Well, you are listening to Doggy Time, and we will be back momentarily. Pause up, cats and kittens. This is Bone Doggie, and I thought it might be wise, prudent, moral, and just to just take a wee minute and talk to you about drugs. Now, it's not that talk. This is about those old prescription meds you've got cluttering up your litter box. Now, there's a lot of people out there, my cats and kittens, that clean out their medicine cabinets just by throwing away their old prescriptions, or worse yet, flushing them down the toilet. Now, good folks at the purification plant do their best, but we all know it's not a perfect science. These things are messing up our water supply, and life's difficult enough without having to worry about ingesting somebody's dead Uncle Leroy's heartworm medicine. Can you dig it? I knew that you could. So when the time comes to get rid of your outdated prescriptions, please don't just dump them in the trash or flush them. You can check with your friendly pharmacist out there in Doggy Land, and they can tell you all about the safe disposal and recycle programs that are available. So let's keep our big blue Mama Earth prescription drug free, my cats and kittens. I mean, hey, we all drink out of the same creek. Can you dig it? I knew that you could.
Suitcase of regret.
And now, friends, another edition of Bam Bam Cares.
It would be a terrible tragedy to bring back disco, not because of the music, but because of the polyester. Bam Bam Cares.
Tune in next week, friends, for another edition of Bam Bam Cares.
And now, the further adventures of Conrad Nettlesworth, World Explorer. Last left our hero, he was continuing his quest to find the meaning of life. From sloshing through the jungles of Borneo, where he fought the great limping orangutan of Ubalaquang, to the dark caves of the Carpathian Mountains, where he confronted the gnashing Celts with wee sharpened teeth, to the frozen wastes of Canada, where he was accosted by the great beer-drinking hosers of Bellyachin, until finally, after years of research, and eventually maxing out all his credit cards, our hero's travels have led him to the very top of the world, Mount Everest, and the home of the great oracle of Duck-Go-Kuak, where it is said you could ask but 3 questions and learn absolute truth.
Almost near the top, climbing 29,000 feet. Finally here. Wait, There's a shadowy figure. That must be him. O great oracle of Duck-Go-Kuwak, I have traveled over countless miles and fought many adversaries to learn the absolute truth. Tell me, O great Duck-Go-Kuwak, what is the meaning of... Mom?
Hello, dear.
What are you doing here?
Is that a question, dear? 'Cause you only get 3, you know, and you have to ask them quickly. Otherwise, you're swept up by the wind of Sinatra and thrown into the abyss.
No. Okay, fine. Let's do this another way. Fancy meeting you here?
Well, you really didn't think I worked at the mean office at Walmart's, did ya?
Well, yeah, we kind of figured.
Oh, heavens no, dear. I've been the oracle of Duck-Go-Kuwak for thousands of years. It's a little extra packet change, don't you know?
Does Dad know you're doing this?
Is that a question,
yes.
Dear? No, dear. Your father thinks I'm at a sales conference in Rico. Need to hurry, sweetie. Time's running out.
Okay, fine. Jesus, is weird. Oh, great Mom. Oracle of
Duck-Go-Kuwak.
Yeah, right. That's gonna take some getting used to. Oh, great Oracle of Duck-Go-Kuwak, what is the meaning of life?
Is that a question, dear?
Yes, Mom.
Oh, honey, you can do better than that, can't ya? Golly gee. Everybody asks that one.
It's why I'm here, Mom, for God's sake. It's why I put up with a bloody great limping orangutan of ooball and quang and the nasty gnashing celts of wee sharpened teeth and those awful smelly great beer drinking hosers of belly aching and...
Don't you yell at your mother, dear.
I have to know.
Fine, dear. Jeez, old Manny. You know you're as stubborn as your father. Okay. That's 2. The answer to the meaning of life is... live Denton music.
What?
There you go, dear.
You gotta be kidding.
Oh, no, dear. Live Denton music is what it's all about, don't you know? Rock, jazz, folk. It's the best stuff ever. Live Denton music has everything you need for a complete and balanced life.
Cannot believe I maxed out all my credit cards for this.
That and a good casserole will take you through life's journey in pretty good shape. Did wonders for your Aunt Libby's thyroid problems.
Should have went searching for the lost ark, like I was told to.
You need to ask your 3rd question, dear. You hear old Blue Eyes lofting up over the horizon.
Okay, fine. Oh, great Oracle Mom of
Duck-Go-Kuwak.
Yeah, right. Can I get a ride home?
Yeah, sure, sweetie. Oh, don't let me forget. We need to stop by the Kroger's on the way home. I think your father wants noodles tonight.
And so, after many perilous adventures, our hero has finally ended his quest and found the secret of life. Tune in next week for another exciting episode as we hear the great oracle of Duck-Go-Kuwak say...
Oh, Jiminy Christmas. I think I left my car keys on top of the mountain.
This has been the adventures of Conrad Nettlesworth, World Explorer. Ward Clark speaking.
All right, my cats and kittens, it's about time that we took a gander around the great town of Denton to see what was happening as far as live music goes this weekend. Let's see, Wednesday on the 28th up at Dan Silverleaf, that's 103 Industrial Street in Denton. We got our good buddy Link Shalon is going to be playing up there. He's going to be doing a happy hour apparently. It's about 5 p.m. It's free to get in. The age limit is 18 up. Thursday at Dan Silverleaf, we got Milk Drive, Danny Barnes, and Nick Forster. That show starts at 9 p.m. and the cost is $10 to get in the door. Friday, the 30th of November, Brave Combo, Denton's own Brave Combo is going to be there at 9:30 p.m. The cost is $5 to get in the door, $10, I suppose, if you are under 21. I guess that's how that works there. And then Saturday, December 1st, we got the Hope Trust, Salim Noor-Allah, and the Travoltos, and Missing Sibling. So that ought to be quite the interesting show. That starts at 10 p.m., and the cost to get in the door there is $7. That's all at Dan Silverleaf. Haley's, 122 Mulberry Street in Denton. Wednesday, the 28th, we got Matthew Clay, Dre Marley, Drunken Poet, Only Epez, and DJ Internet Trap God. So that ought to be quite fascinating. That show starts at 10 p.m. The cost is $5, $7 if you are under 21. Thursday, the 29th at Haley's, we got Deep Throat, Maria Cecilia, Mesha, Erica Granados de la Rosa. How's that? Erica Granados de la Rosa. And Sheila Bastillo Reynolds. That whole bunch is going to be up there at Haley's on Thursday night, and that starts at 10 p.m. Costs us $3 to get in the door, $5 if you are over 21 or under 21. The 30th, Friday the 30th at Haley's, we got the Boombacks and Brand the Planet and CBC. That show starts at 10 p.m. Costs us $5 to get in the door, $8 if you are under 21. And then Saturday, 12/1, we got Consider the Source, Human Groove Hormone, and Jean-Claude Van Jam. That's a great name. I love that name, Jean-Claude Van Jam. That show starts at 10 p.m. The cost is $12 to get in the door, $17 if you are under 21. So that's what's happening at Haley's. Rubber Gloves, let's see, the 30th, we got Bukkake Moms, Bitch Teeth, The Scandals, Warcola, and Daily. Those guys are going to be there at 10 p.m. Rubber Gloves is 411 East Sycamore Street in Denton. The cost is $3 to get in and $5 if you are under 21. And let's see, that's about it for the weekend there. And let's see what we got. What's happening at Banter. Friday, the 30th. Well, okay, let's go back. Thursday at Banter, and that's 219 West Oak Street. We got 6 p.m. We got Mr. Joe's students from TWU Open Mic. And what happens is at the end of every semester, Mr. Joe's, old Mr. Joe, who teaches music therapy up at TWU, has his students come in, and for their final exam, they have to literally get up and perform one song. This is a treat, my cats and kittens, if you've ever seen it. It's a lot of fun. These guys are actually pretty good. Some of them have done it many times. Some of them have never done it before, so it is quite the plethora of entertainment if you want to walk down that road. That is between 6 p.m. and 7:45. And then, of course, at Banter at 8 p.m. is the Matt Grigsby's open mic over there. And so that's happening on Thursday night. Friday night, the 30th, we've got Alex Blair and our good buddy Jordan Burchell. They'll be playing some jazz. That's from 6 to 7:30 at Banter. And then after them, we got Joel Lamb. That's from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. And then our old buddy, a favorite on DentonRadio.com, Future Eyes. That's Kelby Shrunk and his boys. They're going to be playing from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. If you have not seen Future Eyes, my cats and kittens, that is a good show. So go out to Banter and check those guys out. Saturday night, we got jazz with Carolyn Curry. That's from 6 to 7:45. And remember that Banter has no cover charge, so you can just walk right in the door, order something to drink, sit down and watch this mess. Vincent Neil Emerson is going to be playing from 8 p.m. to 9 on Saturday night. And then at 9 p.m. at Banter, December 1st, our good buddies Mockingbird Station are going to be playing from 9 to 11. That's always a good show. That's Brother Cody and Brother Clemente and the lovely Rachel. That is just a great bunch. So if you get a chance to go see those guys, that'll be a lot of fun. And then this is kind of a treat. This is kind of a special deal out at Happy Sports Bar. Now, this is out in Aubrey, Highway 377, out there in Aubrey, 4920 Highway 377, Happy Sports Bar. Happy Sports Bar has just become a good backer and advertiser on DentonRadio.com. And what we're going to do is we are going to do a show out there at Happy's, a DentonRadio.com show, and it's going to have yours truly, Bone Doggie, Brother Pat York is going to be playing. We've got the lovely and talented Jessica Dixon is going to be out there. Billy Bennett, and if you have not seen Billy Bennett, Jessica Dixon and Billy Bennett have been regulars up at the open mic at Abbey Underground, and they've just made a huge splash. These guys are really good, so you can come out and see those guys. And then, of course, the evening is going to be tapped off with my boys, 1140. That is at Happy Sports Bar, 4920 Highway 377 out in Aubrey. Y'all come out. It's only about 10 miles down the road on 377. It's not very far, and there's no cover. It's a nice little room. I played there back in the old days when it was called something else. And Happy's bought it up, and they're trying to get some Denton music out there, and we're trying to support Happy's as best we can. What we're having is a little DentonRadio.com showcase. And I don't know if we're going to be doing it this time or not, but we eventually will. We are looking to turn this night into a monthly deal, my cats and kittens, for DentonRadio.com, and we will be recording it eventually and playing the show on the air, which is going to be kind of cool. What we're trying to aim for is something like the old ancient King Biscuit Flower Hour. And I know a lot of you out there are not old enough to remember the King Biscuit Flower Hour, but basically what that was a live show that they would record at the Grand Ole Opry, and it was sponsored by King Biscuit Flour back in the day. We're talking back in the 30s and the 40s, around in there, and it ran forever and ever. And what DentonRadio.com is trying to do is recreate something like that. It's a live show, got a live atmosphere with a live audience, and we got Denton artists that are going to come out and perform, and we're going to record it, and then we're going to play the show on the air on DentonRadio.com. So that's what we got planned, and I think this coming Thursday is going to be kind of an experiment just to see how things go, and how we can get the room set up and get the sound running and all of that stuff. So it's going to be quite the treat, quite the experiment. So we're really looking forward to that. We're all kind of excited about that. And then, of course, we would be remiss if we did not mention a couple of open mics in town. We've already mentioned Banters. We have an open mic on Wednesday night over there at 2 Charlie's. That's 809 Sunset here in Denton. And I think that show starts, I think they start doing it about 9 o'clock, and it goes all the way till close. There's no cover in there or anything like that. You walk in, you sign your name up on the board, and do that. They've been doing that for a few weeks. It used to be the open mic over at Love Shack, and they've moved it over to 2 Charlie's now. So that's going on Wednesday night. And then, of course, Sunday nights at the Abbey Underground. That's 100 Walnut Street here in Denton. You've got Bone Doggie's Underground open mic. And that show will start about 7:30 or 8 o'clock. The sign-up sheet goes up at 7, my cats and kittens. And you come in and put your name down on the list, and we always have a special guest, and this week our special guest is 1140. My boys, 1140, are going to come and grace the stage, so you'll get a good set of that, not to mention the fact that you'll get the regulars, like I said, the likes of Jessica Dixon and Pauline. We got Caleb Coonrod comes up there and plays all the time. Yours truly will do something every now and then, and it's a great night of music out there. So that's Abbey Underground on Sunday night, December 2nd. We will be out there, and again, our special guest is my boys, 1140. 1140 is going to be kind of busy for DentonRadio.com this weekend, and that's good. We like to keep them busy and keep them out of trouble. All right, well, that's about what we have going on this weekend. We'd like to encourage you to put your glad rags on and hit the streets this weekend. Go out and support some of these live venues. Go out and support some local music. And tell them DentonRadio.com, and tell them Bone Doggie sent you. Can you dig that? I knew that you could. They don't carry Jim Beam and Coke at the Midway Mart.
I didn't see any.
We should get rid of those people. What's wrong with them? We should go talk to their marketing manager and say, look, dude.
Hello,
Bone Doggie
Cyber
said,
Monday. Hello.
Right, Cyber Monday, you need to have.
Cyber Monday at the liquor store.
Now that I can handle.
Online.
Maybe that's what we should do is next week declare our own Black Friday.
Yes.
Okay.
On Wednesday.
Let's do Black. Let's do Black Wednesday.
Start early.
So Tuesday night after this show, what we'll do is we'll go up and we'll camp out in the parking lot of that liquor store. What's that? The barn, the beer barn.
Yeah.
Paradise. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll go hang out there, and when they open up at like 9 o'clock in the morning, we'll trample somebody to get in the door, and then just fill up a shopping cart full of whiskey.
All right.
I like it.
Sounds like
Could it be
plan.
like Aquamarine Wednesday, or does it have to be black? Could it be?
No,
like
I think we should be
Periwinkle.
maybe maybe a nice teal.
But
maybe
can
a nice
Steely
teal.
Dan sing Aquamarine Wednesday? I mean,
No,
it
but Naked
doesn't
Lunch
flow.
could.
Naked Lunch could. You're absolutely okay.
Naked Lunch could do it. I thought that was a book by William S. Burroughs.
It is.
I am William S. Burroughs. I used to be able to do that one. I used to be able to do the William S. Burroughs. Yeah. So, but anyway, all right, my cats and kittens.
Right.
We are sitting in the studio with Polly Maynard and Dave Randolph, and we have a treat. Is that they have just brought their newest Labor of Love, which is a CD called The 12 Days of Christmas, DAZE. And I'll bet you $1 dime and a donut that was your idea.
Okay, I want the donuts.
Okay. There you go. All right. We have the lovely and talented Polly Maynard.
Hello.
And the lovely and talented Dave Randolph.
Hello.
And David, you wrote a couple of these tunes, didn't you?
I did.
You did.
I did. I wrote the Tree Trimmer's Lament and most of Get Up Santa.
Really? She put you to work.
She did. She's a taskmistress.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. You are a slave
Yeah,
driver.
and he hates being in the studio. Hates it.
Do you
He
really?
cannot stand working on music.
Can't
yeah.
stand it, no.
You know, it's like
I
he
won't do it 8
I know.
hours a day every day. I won't do it.
Oh,
He begged me, please, can I just go outside and mow the lawn? I was like, no, get in there and play your guitar.
Oh, you are a slave driver. And this is, okay, the baloney is flowing, my cats and kittens. I mean, it's about knee deep in here now. But when did you guys start the CD?
Last October, a year ago October.
And the reason I asked that is because I remember listening to her gripe about it way back when.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I griped about it?
Yes, you did.
She's
Yes,
been
you
griping
did.
about it for
You were basically wanting to chew your feet off because the CD was just like driving you nuts. And that was, I think, when you first told when you first told me that you were recording this, it wasn't back as far as October. It was about early
like
or
November.
mid. No. It was. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, give it a couple weeks anyway, right? It was the early summer.
That's just because we had some musicians totally flake
We
out
had
on
some
us
issues.
that were online. So
Is that not though
Yeah, it was
the
frustrating.
standard operating procedure for doing a CD? Is you have people
You wouldn't
flake and
believe the issues we ran into actually doing this disc.
so this is like a monumental
Oh, it's-
effort here.
Epic.
Epic.
Epically monumental. Yeah. Or monumentally epic.
Monumentally epic.
Actually, this project was a dream. It was-
Oh yeah,
no,
really?
it was. Yes.
It was probably the most fun I think probably either of us have had doing
Right.
the disc. I mean,
Very cool.
It was amazingly fun, even though it had its moments of like, and those moments would last for like 2 months while we're trying to, get some aspect of it done.
Yes.
Moments.
They were
Push
long.
every ounce of
They were
blood out of it you
long
possibly could.
moments, but they were. I mean, it was.
I'm gonna milk this for everything I can get because I know I'm gonna hate it in a week. So yeah, I understand.
funny. You
Well,
must have
was it
copied
a collaboration between the two, or did you come up with the tunes and then just kind of tune everybody onto it?
Well, a little over a year ago, I had written this song, Are You Ready, a long time ago when my girls were tiny. And I think we just wanted
That
to...
is track number 1,
Yep,
My Cats and
it is.
Kittens.
It's pretty cute.
Okay.
It's about a little kid trying to figure out what all the hubbub's about. But I don't know. I asked him if we could maybe just record it for friends and family for Christmas and stuff
Right.
like that. And we had so much fun. We decided, hey,
Hey.
is that what happened?
Let's do an album.
Let's make yeah.
It's like,
Sort of what
Well, and
happened.
it wasn't really going to be a Christmas album at first. It was like, hey, we should do a CD. And then we went, we spent a good month talking about, okay, are we going to do a Christmas CD? Are we going to do just a CD for kids? Are we going to do like a Halloween or
Right.
Winter solstice.
Winter solstice
you know.
CD.
Oh, that's just wimpy.
Well, I really wanted,
CD.
really wanted to do a vernal equinox CD, but
Oh,
there's so many. You know, the market's just saturated with that.
You can't even break into that.
That's right down to skinny jeans, Bill. I don't even want to talk about that. It's either Christmas or Thanksgiving. There's no solstice. There's no wanky danky doodle. There's no St. Vitus Antler Dance Day in the middle of all of this stuff.
No.
Yeah. So basically, you guys hit the studio then.
Well, yeah, that, and I don't know if you've listened to track number 11, but it's a friend of mine playing banjo, and it's amazing. He does this crazy version of
that would be
amazing.
Daryl Jones.
Understatement.
So that kind of prompted having, throughout the CD, we've sprinkled it with versions of.
And I noticed along with Brother Gerald Jones there, you got Brother David Shaw playing bass on there.
Yeah. Playing the upright bass.
And the lovely and terribly scary Jeffrey Barnes. and then, who is that? Zoe Cripps?
Joe Cripps?
Joe Cripps.
Yeah.
That is Zoe Cripps.
I'm going to start calling him that.
It's 4-point types. That's the one thing I did wrong is I made the letters too little. But I swear,
other than that, the artwork is phenomenal.
These look littler than what I originally sent
Sorry,
you. Maybe it looked on the bigger on the screen.
We just uploaded what you sent us, Doggie.
Did you really? God, I screwed that up.
They're getting smaller by the year.
I know.
It's getting smaller.
Well, see, I don't read CDs, so I don't know. I see the gray, and I think, okay, that's beautiful.
Here, I'll get you a...
So. Wait a minute, I got a magnifying glass here somewhere.
Joe Cripps, percussionist.
Joe Cripps, playing the drums.
That was an interesting session. It was fun.
It was. I had to repair his spoons.
Oh, that's right, you did.
You repaired his spoons?
I had to repair his spoons. I had to repair a lot of crap.
So you are a spoon repairman.
I am. If you need your spoons fixed,
it's true.
I will
fix.
He had bought them at a Cracker Barrel for $4, but they had broken.
Cheap spoons. Hey, you get good spoons. You go to Walmart. That's what I'm thinking. On Black Friday, and you can get some great.
Or Cyber Monday.
Or Cyber Monday.
Or Aquamarine Wednesday.
Aquamarine Wednesday. Either way, if you screw them up, call Randolph. He's going to fix them.
I will fix your spoons.
There you go.
Oh, he does. It's true. He fixed my loot.
The spoon, your loot.
Yeah,
Loots and spoons. You can fix loots and spoons.
That's right.
Well, aren't you just multitaskable?
If you need your archaic instruments fixed, I will.
What was wrong with your loot? What was wrong with your loot?
What was not wrong with it? Well,
they're hard as blazes to keep in tune.
13 strings?
Yeah, I know.
A little bit.
Some woman handed me an ode about 2 weeks ago, and I just looked at it. It was totally out of tune, and I'm going, "Oh my God, I have no idea where to start."
How many strings is that?
It's 12 string. It's 12. Actually, 13.
My lute does.
The ode was a 13 string. Yeah, I think that.
So
now I don't know if it was supposed to be or not, but man, the strings were like on every other machine head, so it wasn't straight up and straight down. It was like 1, 7, 12, 13, 13.
Whoops.
There was a code. There was an ode code, or an ode code that was on there, and I couldn't, and she wanted me to tune it, and she finally just said, "Don't tune it, just play it," and I said, "Okay." And so we went with it.
Roll that way.
That's rock and roll. That's right. And it didn't sound very great, but the vibe was really nice. Yeah. All right. Well, you know what? It's about time we listen to a track off of the Polly Jolly Christmas, the 12 Days of Christmas. What track do we want to hear? Dear?
All of them, all 12.
No, we're going to hear one.
One.
Oh,
see, the rap?
You got the Black Friday thing.
It's either Santa Meets the Tooth Fairy or the rap.
We're burning daylight here, children.
Okay.
Pick one.
I think it's Santa Meets the Tooth Fairy.
Okay, we're good. I saw
really
Santa.
Genius.
All right. So, my cats and kittens. This
based on a true story.
Is it? Mm-hmm. Well, I kind of got that because it says Santa meets
Mary
Berry,
the Tooth Fairy.
The Tooth Fairy. Does Barry know you writing about this? Has he seen this on here?
His wife plays Mary Berry, the Tooth Fairy.
Yeah, my wife is the Tooth Fairy.
Yes, she is.
Oh, I see. I thought it was.
She's not really the Tooth Fairy. She just plays one on stage.
Actually, she is tonight because we lost a tooth today. Thank you.
Oh, did we really?
So,
the
youngin? Well, I didn't, but
the youngin did.
Yeah.
How many youngins you got?
He has 3.
3.
You got 3 youngins,
3,
and you got 12.
Well, not that I know of. I have twins.
You have twins.
I think two of ours are engaged, actually.
Oh yeah,
but
I'm pretty sure
if
that
we're-
Amelia and Cooper are getting married, so
Oh.
we're gonna be in-laws.
We are.
That's good.
Awesome. You could
That's
so have.
Because I always thought that I
you know,
always imagined hating my in-laws. if I guess
Right.
I'm biting my tongue here.
Well, there's still time.
There's about 15 things that come to mind, and I can't say any of them.
Hey, how about the Cowboys?
How about them Cowboys? How about them Cowboys? All right, how about I saw Santa meet the Tooth Fairy from the 12 Days of Christmas by Polly and the Pear Tree Partridges.
And the first thing you'll hear is teeth.
You'll hear teeth.
He played the bonophone.
The bonophone, yeah.
It's a bona fide
Just-
bonophone.
It's called the bonophone.
Just push the button, Max. Just push the button.
That's what it's called.
I remember that December when I was 7 and 3/12. I was elated, anticipated, fantastic gifts from Santa's elves. There was just one hint of sadness to spoil my happiness. I felt such pain with every bite that loose tooth held on tight. I wiggled it and I jiggled it and I tied it up with dental floss. My gums were aching, my nerves were shaking. I chilled that stubborn toothless boss. Corn cobs I gnawed on, apples I jawed on. I ate some sticky fudge. I chewed on taffy till I was daffy, but that tooth would not budge. On December 21st, I ate a red starburst. On December 22, I ate some icky sticky goo. But on December 23rd, that mean old tooth had still not stirred. It was on that Christmas Eve, it decided to leave. I yanked it out and began to shout, "Hey, under my pillow you shall go." I went to bed, sweet dreams were in my head, but suddenly the room began to glow. Tiny fairy, glowing bright, holding my tooth so white. And from the rooftop a jangly clip clop, and down the chimney he did drop. I saw Santa meet the Tooth Fairy. He chuckled when she said,
Ho, ho, ho! Please call me Nick.
and then they danced a polka hop, step, skip, skip. When they stopped, dear Santa wiped his brow. He said,
I'd like my milk and cookies now. Oh, please, Mary, join me for some treats.
she did, although she very rarely ate sweets. When they said goodbye, I thought they'd cry.
We both have work to do. It's time to fly.
Mary perched up on the Christmas tree. She said, "Santa, you must go around
You did.
You did a great job, man.
You made it happen.
Very good.
It's beautiful. Everybody talks about
I needed a project that I could look back and say, I was glad I did that.
This is amazing.
It is beautiful.
I love that.
It's totally cyber. Nothing here exists in real life.
Well, nothing on the disc exists either.
And that's right. Nothing in the disc exists in real life. So it was kind of, you know,
When we get the actual
this whole
band.
thing's made up. As a matter of fact, if you open it up and you look at this picture of Polly right here, I photoshopped the hell out of that.
Yeah.
So, you know.
I was really black when that picture was
Right.
And I made you look like Marie Osmond.
Oh, yeah.
That's beautiful.
Your
I love
nose
that.
is
My nose.
that wide.
The elephant man.
I'm not an animal.
I'm not a man, I am an animal.
Well, all right, that was I Saw Santa Meet the Tooth Fairy, and that was just hysterical good fun. So, how'd you like that segue?
Segui.
It's Segui.
Segui Weaver.
You know, I had.
Stealth segue.
Was she in Alienians? Was that her that was in that movie? I remember that movie.
Gorillas in the mush.
Ew.
Oh.
The orangutan of Kungala Walk or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. That's it. But it's funny. I love talking about the actual process of putting this together because you and I, Polly, have discussed doing a Halloween CD
Well, yeah, I'm
next
just
year.
trying to get this amazing producer that I know on board with that.
You haven't
whole
heard about
project.
this, have you?
Oh, I've heard.
Oh, you have heard about
yeah.
it? Okay, we were going to
Well,
spring it on you when.
He borrowed my Doggie CD and I don't have it back yet.
Really?
So-
I forgot
But
to
I'm not
bring it, I'm
bitter.
sorry.
Not bitter at all.
Oh, which CD did I give you? Did I give you the illegal one? That's got
Well, it should
it's got that one track that's and
After
the
what
other
I did
track
with it,
that's
it's got to be illegal.
We're gonna take another break
Turn it
for
over
our,
to the FBI.
Here's another word from our sponsor. I want to hear this story too.
Sponsors.
The sponsors.
Sponsors.
Yeah, I think. Ooh, that's the news. That's news, and I can't tell you, but I will tell you. But when we quit recording, it's so cool. It's so cool. I mean, I'm just take my breath away. So anyway, back to the real world.
Okay.
Yeah, we were talking about doing a CD next year, a Halloween CD.
We were. We
Very-
are. We
are,
will.
We are.
shall.
We and we can, and we might. And
Just
we,
Give me that
Get all
arm.
your
Let me
verbs.
twist that
You oughter.
arm.
Congratulations! Did you know about this? Or did you not?
I've had inklings of it.
You've had inklings.
It's yeah. It's,
Ooh.
I went to the doctor for them.
It's-
Tinklings.
I hate inklings.
They can't-
I hate inklings.
They can't do anything.
That's right.
so.
That's right. You know, well, diet has a lot to do
it
with your
does,
inklings.
yeah.
It really does.
And exercise.
It really does. And exercise. Yeah. And preparation H. Great for
Right.
inklings. You know.
Right.
I don't
right.
like inklings myself, but so yeah, you're probably going to get roped into this project. You poor thing, you. Have you met the Hellraisers?
Wow.
I've not met all of the Hellraisers.
Okay,
no.
okay. Well, we'll try to get you a buttload of drugs so that you can take them.
For our listening audience,
So-
they
Do I
just
get
gave
some
me a
sequel
really
or
dirty
sequel
look.
or whatever it's
We'll get the
called?
ZQL and the
Okay.
NyQuil.
All
And,
right.
and does ZQL have the green death flavor?
I haven't.
Oh, I love green
Yeah.
My favorite
know.
NyQuil is the
Yeah.
green death flavor. I love that stuff.
Yeah.
So, okay, we need to get back to music here. I can't believe
Yeah,
we done
music.
So we're just music. Yeah, music. Music. What the?
Is that why we're here?
Yeah, I don't know. We don't talk about music here. We just sit around and trash the kids at North Texas State University. That's what we do.
Oh,
The
yeah.
jazz studies majors.
Yeah.
You didn't go to school there, did you?
I did.
We both did.
She was my teacher at one point.
Oh, really?
She taught a class that I took.
Wow, that's right off the
Well,
pages
these
of
many
the
years
Sun,
ago.
Can you
or,
believe that?
you know, the
What could I
National
possibly teach this
Enquirer or
person?
something like that. That's
It's
interesting.
crazy.
Inquiring minds don't want to know.
Oh, another 15 things just come to mind, and I can't say them because we're on the radio. Sorry, Mom.
Radio.
It's a stupid
It's
radio.
okay, dear.
It's okay.
Oh, geez, oh man, he.
But so you did go to school.
I did.
Jazz
yeah.
studies major,
I
guitar major.
I got a, like, I figured out real fast that I wasn't really a jazzer. These are finger quotes. You
Right.
can't see them.
You can
And
hear them,
so,
though.
Yeah, so
That was your air guitar.
So I went for a.
You'll play air guitar like
No,
that unless you're a
no.
Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Little tiny arms.
So anyway.
Yeah, so I ended up with like a jazz guitar minor when I was done.
And your major was
computer
what?
Science.
Computers. Oh,
Yeah,
oh, really?
I do computer things. During
Oh
the
my
day.
God, you're an IT guy.
I am.
Oh, I'm a graphic designer.
Yeah.
And that right there.
Are we mortal enemies? Or?
No, we're
Okay,
not. As a
okay.
matter of fact, we should be kindred spirits because I look
Okay.
at that and I see a glorified box of crayons.
Yeah, yeah.
I
me
have
too, yeah.
very little respect for this concoction.
No,
over
you
here.
shouldn't. If you respect it, it will turn on you.
Which that's right. That's
Yeah,
right. It will break your heart.
That's right.
It will break your heart and just.
If you have one.
It's like that redhead in 9th grade
Oh,
that just
yeah, I
shattered your
remember
dreams.
that, yeah.
That's what a computer does to you.
Yeah.
So, which is really odd because DentonRadio.com, our bread and butter is the computer.
Is the computer.
So, yeah, we're probably tempting fate here, but we've been doing that since we sat
Well,
down.
this was recorded entirely in computers.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's.
I'm
Oh, really?
holding up a disc now.
So did you use Pro Tools to do this guy?
We used Pro Tools. We used FL Studio for one track, and
That was on somebody else's machine, wasn't it?
No, it was on my machine.
Well, why did you use the other one? Why did you use the other
For
one?
FL Studio?
Yeah.
Do you really want the story? Am I allowed to tell
I don't know.
the story?
Is it juicy?
Can I use the word vasectomy on the air?
You just.
Oh, I don't think we can say vasectomy. I don't know. Can you say vasectomy? Let's look it up.
Let's find out if we can say vasectomy.
let's-
I
on the
wasn't
air.
sure if that was one
Google
of the 7
vasect-
dirty words or not.
You know, I drove a vasectomy for a long time.
Yeah, they're good cars.
That was not too
Yeah.
bad. Traded it in for symbolism.
Right.
There you go.
Right.
So, yes, you could say that. So,
Okay, so here's what happened with the Fruity Loops or the FL Studio is that I had written the words and kind of had the concept for the Tree Trimmer's Lament,
Which is a great song.
track 5, and so I
on the CD, The 12 Days of Christmas by Polly Maynard. Okay, go ahead.
Very good.
Thank you.
And so I had this vasectomy back in May, and I was, laid up in bed, basically.
Did you take ZQL for it?
No pun intended.
I had something better than ZQL. actually.
Yes!
Yes. I mean,
Yes.
And he didn't share.
Yeah.
Not a bit.
Well, you can't share a vasectomy.
No,
Jimmy.
you can't share it. A
Pretty
vasectomy it's a one-person kind of operation.
That's right.
So
Oh,
I was,
boom boom.
yeah,
I like that.
exactly.
That's
So
very
it
nice.
was I was laid up in bed.
Little
for,
black ops, depending on what day you do it on. There you go.
Right. So
There you go.
I'm laid up in bed for about 4 days, and I decided that I was going to learn FL Studio because I've had it for about 3 years. I've never really done anything with it.
Right.
Kind of played around with it. I thought, you know what? I can load it on my laptop. I can sit here in bed.
Right.
With an ice pack.
With
Oh
an
my
i-
God.
With an ice pack and a pillow.
With an ice pack
and
and pillow and some
ZQL.
hydrocodone.
There you go.
And I produced Tree Trimmer's Lament from my bed, actually, on a laptop during vasectomy.
I'm going to
downtime.
listen to this song with that in mind.
That's right, and you're going to hear all the pain and suffering.
That's kind of
really.
that's kind of like the acid trip that Sid Barrett was on when he wrote half of the
so
first
that's-
album. So
that's why FL Studio on that one, because I
Okay.
couldn't put Pro Tools on my laptop, but I could put FL
Pro Tools
Studio.
is a little heavy-handed.
It's a little heavy,
big,
and,
yeah,
and
yeah.
has some restrictions. But FL Studio, you can load
And you
on
wasn't
whatever.
supposed to lift anything heavy after.
No, yeah, I had a 10-pound weight restriction.
Pro Tools is pretty heavy. So.
Pro Tools is about 90
Oh, I
pounds.
get it now. I get it now.
It was
I'm
like
sorry.
a joke, except it wasn't funny.
I'm sorry. We could roll it back about 30
So we
seconds,
get
but
the
I'll get it
actual
again.
jokes.
Oh, we gave those up a long time ago. That was
The actually interesting information about.
beautiful. So, where can we, now that we've had the vasectomy story,
Right.
and we've discovered...
I suffered for my art.
We apparently both of you suffered for this art
Oh,
because
yes.
of all the horror stories that we heard about, musicians dropping out and musicians changing. But that's part of
Being
life,
a good
isn't
thing,
it?
actually, because
Do you?
the things that we ended up, because the things that
Yeah, I
we
want to hear
ended
this too.
Well, because we ended up taking a different path and ended up with some songs that wouldn't have been on there and some musicians that wouldn't have really originally been on there, and it
So
ended up to be great.
necessity being the mother of invention actually added to it.
This isn't very Frank Zappa.
Is he the first one that said that? I thought it was like Shakespeare or somebody, or Abraham Lincoln maybe.
Anon.
It was Abraham Shakespeare.
Abraham Shakespeare, the vampire slayer.
Yes.
But seriously, I mean, as situations arise, you got to deal with them.
Oh, we had to deal.
Situations as they arise.
Yeah.
You got to deal with them in one way or another, especially, honey, when you're spending money.
money.
Yeah. That gets your attention real fast, you know. So
It really, it ended up being a good thing.
well, good. Apparently, you know, I've heard bits and pieces of this guy. I have not been able to sit down and hear the whole thing, but it's about time we heard another track. Which one do you think we ought to?
Vasectomy tune.
Shall we hear the Tree Trimmers Lament?
We're going to do the Tree Trimmers Lament. That would be
Number
awesome. The
5.
vasectomy tune. That's what we're going to go out with. My Cats and Kittens. Guys, thank you so much for coming and doing this. I really appreciate it.
Absolute pleasure.
This is awesome, and we'll do this again after Christmas when we get letters and cards saying either one, how awesome it is, or two, how bad it sucked.
When is this going to go out? Do you know?
It's going to be on the air tomorrow night.
We are having a CD release party this Sunday, December 2nd.
Perfect.
From 1 to 3 p.m. at Sweetwater.
At Sweetwater.
And CDs available there and a great band.
Okay,
and
who's playing with you Sunday?
Dave.
Well,
and
Dave,
Kevin Saunders playing drums. Nathan Phelps playing bass.
Oh, Nathan Phelps is going to play bass for you. That's awesome. I love
Jesse
that.
Woolery on
Jess
horn.
is going to be there on horn and vocals.
My wife Kim, who is all over the CD on background vocals, will be singing with us.
Awesome.
And our friend Steve George is going to be our auxiliary synth player. You know, Christmas is a bell-driven industry.
Yes, it is.
Absolutely.
I'm not sure if anybody knows that, but
Big
it requires a lot of bells.
Little bells.
I used to wear big bells.
Yeah,
Tiny bells.
He's going to be our bell guy.
Very
basically,
cool. Very
to
cool.
make the bells happen.
I love that. That's awesome. That's going to be Sunday afternoon at Sweetwater.
Yep.
And that's going to be from 1 to 3,
Yep.
around in there. So I'll have to come up there and check you out doing that, and then go back home and fiddle fart around for a little while, and then go up and do the open mic.
Open mic.
Up at,
We should just walk around the corner and do
Yeah.
open
We
mic.
should.
You really should. That's been a blast. It's been a real fun. But again, thank you guys so much for doing this.
Thank you.
I can dig it.
I'm glad. Well, don't jump the gun there, Colin. See, now she's on top of it. Great. All right, my cats and kittens. Well, that's what we got for tonight. We'd like to thank the lovely and talented Polly Mater and Dave Randolph for coming out. Remind you that we will be here next Tuesday night with another gripping episode of Doggy Time. And if you want to listen to Doggy Time anytime, you could go to the DentonRadio.com website, and somewhere on there is a button that you could click, and it'll take you right to all of the Doggy Time shows. I have no idea where it's at because I never visit the website. So anyway, so this is Doggy Time on DentonRadio.com. Can you dig it?
I can dig it.
I can dig it.
I knew that you could. Oh, I am so going to get fired for all of this, I swear.
No.
No.
Last year's string of lights became this year's string of lights. Oh Lord, I tried the side of a string of lights that won't light up right. They were tiny, bright and wide. Now they're hung up, I think it must be spite that burns a new one out every night. My half-dead lights make a terrible sign, yeah.
It seems we have a problem.
On the living room floor, I lay them out, checking them all until I have no doubt as to their willingness to shine. And then I string them up on a pinion pine with a soft inviting glow that goes through the window and lights the snow. But deep in my heart, I know it's just a matter of time before they start to blow.
It was a nightmare.
He hung him from the roof, he just knew they were good. They added a festive atmosphere to his neighborhood. But good turned bad, glad turned sad. He should have thrown out all the old lights he had
Cause the last year's string of lights became this year's string of lights. There'll be next year's string of lights. They're all last year's string of lights. This year's string of lights will be next year's string of lights. Will be last year's string of lights. And out of this year's string of lights will be next year's string of lights.
here.